Wagwan pan Wagwan this week. Mr. Baba.
Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. Okay. 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 That's what we're doing.
Yo, happy Thursday. How was you guys' week so far?
I'm
It was
good, we're
long, but
good.
good. Hmm.
Busy. Busy but good.
Yeah,
So what
yeah,
we
yeah.
talking about this week, Mr. Baba?
Yo, today we are gonna talk about plastic and cosmetic surgery. Playing God.
Mm.
What do you think
Wow.
about that, Jerry?
Plastic surgery and cosmetic surgery and playing God. That
Yes.
has a lot of layers to it. So I think our society is a very vain society right now. Right? And as such, we look for different ways to improve what God gave us, right? And the more we do this show is the more I realize how much hypocrisy I have going on inside of me. Because as a man, you love to see women with vivacious bodies. But at the same time, I don't like that women are doing all these different things, putting their lives at risk at times to get these plastic surgery procedures done. Right? So the hypocrisy is, yeah, I like to look at it, but I also think that they shouldn't be doing it. Now, plastic surgery has a benefit outside of cosmetics. Like, back in the day, you used to see a lot of people with burnt faces and all sorts of different things. Lazy eye, their mouth messed up. And now because of plastic surgery, you can do a lot of correction to, you know, go- you know, gory things that happen to people in life. So plastic surgery does have a role to play for a productive society. But I just feel like a lot of the vanity side of plastic surgery is unnecessary, while at the same time we love to see it, right? You look at Kim Kardashian and Chloe and all of them, and you see the booty and you're like, oh man, the booty.
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
But a lot of guys, while you're looking at it and saying that, a lot of guys discount a fake butt or fake boobs, you know what I mean?
I think if a man sees a butt that is fake but does not look fake, I think he will be like, okay, nah, sis looking good. But if it looks like that butt is out here, and then the legs and the so this guy said everything has to be in proportion. Your butt can be all the way over there, but then the hip and the leg portion section that wasn't worked out, right?
Yo,
So I think
Rochelle is funny.
I think men love when it's done properly and it's done proportionally. What about that, Dre? What if everything you don't even know because sis got it locked? She found the perfect Brazilian doctor in Brazil, went down for a great vacation and buttcation, and got everything done, come back looking turned. What we gonna say?
Buttcation.
Mm.
I love that. Man, we setting trends on Wagwan around here. Buttcation. So again, I think once a guy finds out, I've heard guys say this. I've never had I've been married for over 10 years. So I never had interactions with um, fake rumps or fake boobs. So I don't know how they are. I've only heard men talk about it. And when they have spoken about it, they've said that it looked nice, but once you touch it and you feel it, you can tell it's not real. So they speak about it disparagingly. And so I'm thinking they're discounting the inauthentic ones, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, it looks nice, and that's what I said. I said it looks nice, but when you come in close contact, it's like it's not real, and so there's a discount added. I don't know how much. I don't know if it's 10 or 15 or 20% discount. But there's a discount there when a guy finds out that it's not. Look, again, I've never had interactions with it, so I don't know how unrealistic it is to deal with. Um, but I do know when you're looking at a physical specimen outside, you're not oftentimes thinking, I wonder if that's real, unless, like you said, Rochelle, you know, we're looking at some odonkadonks and you're like, okay, come on. Your legs look like olive and your butt looks like an elephant. Come on. So, in those cases,
But I
that's
heard,
just
but I heard,
egregious.
but I heard that those men be having those elephant trunks though. What to say, Ali? What do you think?
What? I don't know about no man and no elephant trunk.
No.
But you're saying
Okay.
men are doing plastic surgery as well?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, yes.
Absolutely. Not just plastic surgery, but have you also seen when they're putting on the wigs? Have you seen those videos as well? That's also fake.
Yes.
I've
wig?
seen men going into the barber salon looking like 68 years old. And when this barber definitely puts on this lace front,
Lace front.
okay,
Yeah.
and he lines that up and and they put on that fake mustache and that fake beard. I don't know if you saw it. They're doing that too with lace fronts. They're lace front beards and mustache. These
Yeah.
men be
Wow.
looking like they're 25 years old walking out. That is
True.
also it's not plastic surgery, but that is definitely you
It's
showing
fake.
something that is not
It's
real.
fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you
yeah,
go home,
yeah,
just like how you check out the false teeth, once you check off the false hair, that's not who you presented yourself to me as. So for me, I think it's about your state of mind. I think with the pressure of social media, with the pressure of, as you said, the Kardashians, right? Women are now looking up to these women who have done 1,000 plastic surgery as, oh my gosh, that's what I want, right? So before, your beautiful, voluptuous lips were not good enough, but now when other people go and inject piece of their butt into their lips, now black women are like, oh, I need to inject that into your lips, which, first of all, your lips are already gorgeous because you actually have lips. You're not like those people who don't have no lips, right? I don't think we need to be following a lot of these trends. So I think it's all about your state of mind. If your self-esteem is high, I believe if you love yourself for who you are, then there are certain things that will not cross your mind, right? Or maybe you're like, oh, there's one area of my body that I think I could do a little something, right? So you're not going wild with it. I think if you do one thing, then it's not too bad. But when it's now an addiction, when now you have to, oh, but now I need to fix the top part of my lip. Oh, now I need to get a deeper sink. Now I need to get straighter nose. No, my eyes have to be different. I think when you're going to that excess, I think something is definitely wrong internally. And I think that's when you need to start looking like, why do I think doing this is going to make me feel better? So that's what I feel. Would I date somebody? Would I date somebody who has fake stuff on them? I don't think so. I want my man to be 100% natural. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Where's Rochelle? They turn in Michael Jackson.
First of all, Mike, okay, listen, y'all be careful how you be talking about Michael in this room. Okay. That's number one. Careful. Okay. Because we have to remember too that Michael had a sickness, right? So it wasn't And I'm not talking about the nose. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the color of his skin. Right? I have a friend. I actually have two friends who have that same disease, and it's a terrible disease because literally my girlfriend, she's dark skinned, beautiful girl, beautiful. And but I remember when she was just diagnosed, it was just a small part of her face that had this discoloration, and she didn't take it for anything. But then it just started to get bigger and bigger. And the first doctor she went to said to her right off the bat, we can do one of two things. We can bleach your entire body because that's the color you're going to eventually be, but it's going to take a long time and you're going to get that patch. It's going to be, it's a hard transition. And I'm sure for Michael, I'm sure that wasn't easy, right? Because one, and my girlfriend, she had that big struggle because she said, every day I wake up, I don't know what part of me is going to be looking like a different person. And being in the limelight and then seeing your whole face just start having discoloration is not something that you really want for yourself, right? And therefore, he chose to go that route where he just bleached his whole body. But he definitely had the disease. And I know two people, beautiful black women, who actually have that disease now, and they are getting treatments. The treatments are very expensive. Insurance doesn't pay for that, so you're paying out of pocket. So it's not easy. But we're not going to talk about Michael in this room on tonight. There you go.
So you're saying that Michael had, I guess, his vertigo, where his
Yes.
skin changes.
Yes.
Uh-huh. I didn't know that's why he bleached. I just thought he was crazy.
Oh, jeez.
I was just like, I thought he didn't want to be black, so he changed himself to white. I didn't know what was going on with Mike and that.
Yeah.
And then what the hell happened to the nose?
No, that's what I'm saying. We're not going to talk about the nose. I'm only talking about the skin.
I'm not even buying that story. I'm not buying that damn story. So fine, he could have bleached his skin. Why the hell he gotta go mess? This ain't even this is plastic surgery.
Listen,
yes.
Dre,
why the hell he mess with the nose then?
Dre, not to bring it back to episode 12, but Michael Jackson got beat so much.
Oh, this guy. How you going?
This is true. I agree. I agree, Ali.
Listen. I'm sick and tired of you damn millennials making excuses for every goddamn thing. I got beaten so much till my neighbors used to beg my mom. My neighbors used to stand in their yards when they're hearing me getting my ass cut. They used to say, hit him but not kill him. Lick him but not kill him. Okay?
But Dre, you know what? It's like when you put an egg in water and boil it, it gets harder. But when you put a potato, it gets softer. So it's not one size fits all, you know?
That's
if
true.
If you put a potato in that same water, it gets softer.
That's true.
Bro.
But to bring it back to plastic surgery.
But it is plastic surgery we're talking about. She's saying she said she believes the story, the cockamamie story that they bring up about Michael and vertigo. It's vertigo. Yes, vertigo. She says she believes that story. Vitiligo, fine. She says she believes that story. And then I say, then what the hell happened with the nose? Because he could have just bleached his skin and left the nose. What happened to the nose?
It's a psychological thing of not loving himself, you know?
So that's what I'm saying. Pick one. You can't say, oh, he had a sickness, so he had to change his skin. Because then you got to explain the nose. So if you're not going to say that one, then you're saying, oh, he used to hate himself because he used to get abused. Why the hell every abused person ain't bleaching their skin? Anyway,
a
let's
large number of Jewish people have done cosmetic surgery to shave off the bump off of their nose.
Oh mercy.
What bump? What bump?
Like a natural bump that Jewish people tend to have on their nose. A lot of people have shaved that off, you know?
When you say bump, you mean like a pimple bump or like
No,
the
no,
big
like
round part that black people have?
no, like a just like a bump in, not a bump, like a hump in their nose, in the cartilage of their nose.
To make it more narrow.
Yeah, to make it look, so they don't have to be identified as just Jewish, and they can be probably looked at as a human being. Maybe to some people that is a deterrent, not that it should be, but what I wanted to read the definition. Plastic surgery. Plastic surgery is the process of reconstructing or repairing part of the body by the transfer of tissue, either in the treatment of injury or for cosmetic reasons. I think that for plastic surgery, if you was in a car accident and broke your nose, if you are having breathing problems, morally, from that standpoint, is a beautiful thing, to have that technology. But when we do things for vanity, I think that's where the problem can come in, because for one, if our bodies was meant to be that way, it would be that way. And two, these, like Rochelle was saying, the bugs life butts, they be killing these women. Women literally be dying for these asses that they get, and it's sad. It's really sad. And
I agree. I saw a picture.
yeah,
I saw an article of this woman where they literally injected cement in her butt.
yep,
And she died. She died. And I think she paid like some cheap money. They did it in a basement in Queens or something. So people are dying because of wanting to seek perfection.
yeah. Right, but I respect it. I once, when I was working at Diesel once, I was talking to a plastic surgeon, and he said, "You know what?" His answer was quick and simple. I was like, "How do you justify doing this?" And he said, "If you're gonna think about it for 15 years, you might as well get rid of it." And that logic, I kind of understood it. Not that I would do it, but I understood that. Like, if it's going to be on your mind for the next 15 years, why not just fix it and be done with it?
Wow.
If somebody has to get plastic surgery because they was in a nasty fire and they get in from your legs and put on your face, I think that's very justifiable, to not want to walk around life looking, you know what I mean, scarred. And I think, Rochelle, women with vitiligo are very beautiful, actually. I'm attracted to women with that.
But remember, that is something new. That wasn't something 5 or 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So now there's more light on this terrible,
But
this
Michael
disease.
Jackson had it in the 90s, right?
Yes, yes. No, I'm not saying it wasn't around. I'm saying a lot of people they didn't know about the disease. Right. It wasn't embraced, right? And a lot of people didn't know about it. So you were going to be treated like the odd person out. You know what I'm saying? So, so let me ask you, Andre, this question. Would you date a woman who did surgery? Everything is perfect. You touch it, you don't even know. Like, they use the best of, I know Dre's married, of course, but let's do, hypothetically, right? Would you date?
Get me in trouble. I see what's going
on. Oh, jeez.
Knowingly or unknowingly?
Knowingly. Like, they're like, oh, I did plastic surgery, but they have a wonderful personality. They're intelligent. They're like everything you could ever want in a woman, but they just did plastic surgery. Like, would you date them?
I don't think I would have a problem if I couldn't tell. Right? So if she did her breasts and she did her butt and she did her hips, and all I can see is this attractive specimen in front of me. And for the next rest of our lives, she is who she is, then I don't care. If I can't tell, then it's real if I can't tell.
But she told you though, so you know it's fake. But would you still date her?
Yeah, I mean, well, like I said, so the premise is I can't tell that it's fake, right? So even though I know, but
Right.
in interacting with it, there isn't a difference, then no problem to me.
Okay.
If I can't tell that, like if the way I interact with a natural body is the same way I would interact with that, and it gives me the feedback a natural body would do, then it's real.
Okay. What about you, Ali? Thank you, Dre.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna say that I'm a bit more vain than Dre in the opposite sense. I need to know that my woman worked out to get that. Most likely, if she bought that and paid for that herself, I'm not even able to afford that woman. So,
Wow.
I rather the woman who works out to get that body, because more likely we gonna be on the same mindset, and I would appreciate it more. And more than likely, I don't know what's gonna happen to these women that do surgery when they turn to grandmother's age. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be a pretty sight. So if we're talking about long term, you know what I'm saying? At 25, yeah, I want the Ferrari, but at 35, I want the car with the best engine.
And you don't know how the engine gonna work after a couple years.
You understand? Yeah, that one car good with you, don't need to see a mechanic for 300,000 miles. The other one broke down every 6 months, and each repair costs $5,000.
All right, well, when you put it that way, Ali, that point is sharp. That's a sharp point, Mr. Barber. When you put it that way, I wasn't thinking about when I'm an old man. I'm thinking in terms of now.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about a woman? Because we know that women do this more than men. I'm not going to say men are excluded from this. But a woman who gets a body enhancement in order to get the bag, in order to secure a wealthy man or to secure a future for herself.
That's not guaranteed. To me, that's dumb. Because you getting that body does not guarantee that you're going to get a rich man.
But what if it does? What if the body did flat? Flat Andre, International House of Pancakes. Right? And now she gets this banging body and she can attract a Nigerian prince.
Ooh.
How do you feel about that? Is that
she turned into a madam?
Yeah.
Look, if he don't mind, like you said, his vehicle keep breaking down, and that's on him. He got the money to keep bringing it to the mechanic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And she listen, we all have to use what we got to get where we need to go. The people who are intelligent use their brains. The people who are strong use their muscles. And those who all they have is their body, they use that. So, I mean, it's frowned upon in society to go down those kinds of measures to get, where you want to go. But if the man is looking for that and you're willing to go do that, that's a perfect match. My wife always tell me every moldy bread have its moldy cheese.
Mercy.
So So if this man doesn't mind having a fake wife, and this woman doesn't mind going to get her body fixed, then that's the perfect match.
How do you feel about that, Rochelle?
So you go to school so you can get a good job, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. And you get a license so you can drive, right?
Mhm.
Right. So why not get your body to get the perfect man? What's wrong with that?
Mm. Okay.
Uh,
I hear that.
yeah, but I
I'm
tell
just
you,
saying.
BBL's on deck.
Rochelle is the ultimate woman defender. Oh my lord.
I'm
Yo,
just
there was
saying. We all
I
do
actually,
things to get where we need to go. So she know where she need to go. So she gonna do what she need to do.
I
I ain't gonna
actually,
hate on her. I'm not gonna do it, but I'm not hating on her.
I bring that up because in 2012 there was a Chinese man who sued his wife or ex-wife for $120,000,
I did
and
see
this
that.
was because the children came out ugly, and he
Ugly.
found out she got plastic surgery and was not the person that she was before. You know what I mean? A couple of years before he met her, and he
Yeah.
actually won that case.
I didn't know ugly had a price.
Apparently so.
How
But
did they
he
come up
met
with
her
the
and thought
figures?
she looked this way and had kids, and it's like the same thing. If a man, you know what I mean, meets a woman
Wow.
and she's nice, look like a Coca-Cola shape, and next thing you know, the kids come out looking like SpongeBob, you know?
Mm-mm.
That's,
Ali, that was rough. So why
that's
wouldn't that be the
horrible.
man's fault? Why does that fall on the woman? Why is that the woman's fault?
Well,
Maybe
I'm
he's not so cute
assuming.
either. Maybe he's not
Listen,
so cute neither.
listen to the woman defender. So I am assuming he's thinking these kids don't look like me. They obviously don't look like you. But oh wait, you don't look like you. So they must look like you.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's this thing of when you meet me, where am I versus what was I? You know, like a man that turns to a woman could say the same thing. Like he can rationalize in his mind, why should I tell this man that I'm meeting that I used to be a man when I'm a woman right now? You know?
Looking at her, she appears as a woman, but it's still a man. Yeah, that guy have X and Y chromosomes. So, I'm looking, just facially, you look like a woman, right? But when I marry you, right, because I think you're a woman, and then I am trying my hardest, trying my damnedest to get you pregnant. And no matter what I do, you're not getting pregnant. You're
It's
you're
like
lying.
conning in a way, right?
Yeah, that's like what we're talking about with in the episode about um, if you're failing, if you're single, right? The women said if you if you were deceiving me, then all of
Mm.
it was a lie and was tainted. So it's the
Yes.
same thing. You're deceiving
Oh.
the person who, yeah, obviously I don't put it in the same category, but I'm just using your premise against you. If you are saying that this person is a man now changed into a woman and don't want to tell the man that he's married to that he was a man, that's being deceitful. Because
I
a
agree.
man,
Mm.
yeah,
All right, Rochelle, let me ask you this one. I'm dating a girl, and for 6 months, I don't know the power of makeup. I'm dating a girl for 6 months, and for 6 months, she's going to bed in makeup until I fall in love with her within 6 months. And then I see who she really looks like. Did that woman deceive me, or was I dumb? And I should have been smarter and known that she had on makeup.
But what did you fall in love with? Her personality, her face. What did you fall in love with?
The woman defender extraordinary.
Right. Right.
No,
But
I'm
you
just
just said
asking
you
because
just said
hold
the
on,
woman who men
on.
fall in love with their
Because
eyes and women fall in love with their hair.
good. So you fell in love with her face and her body, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
she deceived you because she was wearing 10 pounds of makeup.
Not 10, but just enough
But
to look like
she's-
a different person.
Okay, no. If you're looking like a different person with makeup, I wear makeup and I don't look like a different person. I look like the same person. Okay, so there is a difference between looking like a brand new person, because makeup can do that, and just highlighting your best points, right? So if you fell in love with her face and not her personality, because you just said men fall in love with, men are attracted to physical looks and stuff, then I think you were deceived. But if I think you got to know her as a person and, you got to love her for who she really is, and then you realize the makeup come off and you're like, whoa, 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 babe, like, what's going on? Like, what are we doing? Like, what is happening over here? Right? At that point, then this needs to be a discussion. You're going to be like, well, you definitely are not who you advertise to be, and I don't think I can do this. And that's within your right to do that as well. Of course. Like Nick Cannon, when he has on that suit, let's say I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is the man of my dreams now because I saw him in that suit that showed up several parts of
Rochelle,
his body.
you
Leave me
gonna
alone.
stop
Hold on.
with your false advertisement because you are not talking about his suit.
Hold on. Let's say, because there are tools to do that, to look that way, right? Let's say I am now ready to give off myself onto Nick Cannon, and then he takes off the pants, and that's the suit is, it's not what it's not giving what it was supposed to give. I'm not gonna be talking to Nick Cannon. I'm gonna be like, see you, bye, because that's false advertising. So anywhere there's false advertising, you need to say bye. I am for saying bye. It's okay.
Bye, Felicia.
What about you, Dre? You would say bye, or you would still stay with that person?
So I met a woman who she was wearing, you want to use the same makeup scenario?
Yeah.
So when I'm dating, and I like real, right? So I don't like to each his own. Let me start saying that because I don't want people coming after me. To each his own. I'm just talking about me. I don't like fake hair. I don't like fake nails. I don't like fake stuff. So when I'm dating, if I see that you're wearing a lot of makeup or makeup at all, I'm gonna tell you to stop wearing the makeup. Right? If I see you wearing fake hair, I'm gonna tell you to stop wearing the fake hair.
In 2021?
Yeah. 2037.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, my wife don't wear fake stuff. I remember our wedding day. She came out with a lot of makeup on, and I was like, oh, hi. Because she didn't, like, if she wears makeup, like you said, it's to accentuate what she already has. It's not to make her look different, right? So for me, if I'm dating a girl and I'm like watching you, and like Ali said, right? So let's say the same situation happened to me. So I'm dating a girl. Every day she wakes up before me and puts on her makeup, and she waits till I go to sleep to take off her makeup if she does take it off, right? The day I see the real you, we have a problem.
Denied.
The day I see the real you, I'm telling you, hello, go back and put on your face. This face I don't ever want to see. Yeah. Go and put on the face that you've been putting on. You better hope you better pray and hope Mac don't stop selling whatever it is you're putting on. Right? So, because you're being deceitful, right? If you're waking up before me and you're going to bed after me, you're doing this stuff intentional, which means you're trying to deceive me. You trying to keep up a face for me that is what you think I want, and the other face you don't want to show me, right?
But isn't she doing that because she doesn't want to lose you, and she loves you so much, and she just wants to look the best for you?
Yeah, but she's not looking the best. She's looking different.
Denied.
Right?
Let me ask you guys this. Rochelle, for $76,000, a man can now lengthen his height by up to 5 inches.
I saw that.
Now, all women love a tall man, and it is said that roughly 13 to 14% of men in the world, are 6'2" or taller. Are you against a man doing that?
No, because I don't talk to short men. I don't like short men. I'm already short. I can be.
So you don't only want it real then?
So hold on. Does that person have to tell you that he used to be short if he did it prior to meeting you, or does that not matter?
I don't care.
Okay. So if the kids come out short, you good?
We're not gonna have no boys because I don't want my boys.
Okay, so women are allowed to be short, but not men. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Dre? What do you think about a man paying to become taller?
We finally reached Rochelle's hypocrisy. Rochelle, you just said you want your man real.
Yeah.
Ali says to you, here you find a man who is not real, and you said, I don't care, I want him, and I don't even want to know that he's not real. This is hypocrisy.
Hold on.
Hypocrisy.
That is, hold on. We're just talking about his legs. We're not talking about his face. We're not talking about the hair on his head. Like, the legs is okay. That's like a part of it. We're not talking about his teeth. We're not talking about, oh my God, he took out his teeth after we went home. Like, what? He took out his teeth? No, I'm not talking to a man who took out his teeth. So there are levels to this thing. Okay? Women put on false nails on their toe because maybe the toe got mashed when it was little and the toe get destroyed. I'm sure nobody cares about the toe. But if I'm going to take out the whole of my front teeth and say, oh, babe, well, you know what? I'm sure. Would you talk to a girl who had the whole front set of her teeth? And I'm going to say this. Nothing is wrong if you're wearing dentures, okay? Just live your best life. But Dre and Ali, would you date a girl, a beautiful girl, everything again, beautiful. Okay, everything about her is real. However, the first night you guys spent together, right? Whether it's your wedding, anniversary, whatever, she took out the whole of her front teeth. Would you still talk to that person?
You know what I would do? I would tell her to put it back in. And then the next day, I'll take her to the dentist and we're gonna have her get some implants. That's an easy fix.
Thank you, Dre. Thank you. Okay, so you see, so there are levels to the fakeness because you don't mind carrying her to the dentist and getting her some implants. It's just like the man's legs. It's not his face. It's not his teeth. It's not his mustache or his beard. It's his legs. Good for you, sir. Good for you.
How you feel about it, Dre? A man getting his legs done, 5 inches taller.
I think that's pitiful.
Bruh.
I think it's pitiful. I think if look, I'm a tall guy. I'm a 6'4", 250-pound guy, right? So I'm speaking.
Right, it's easy for you to say. You could just reach to the top.
That's what I'm saying. No problem. I'm saying it in this sense. I'm a man of privilege, right? So,
Exactly. So that's why you don't care.
right. I think in general, people should be themselves. So if you're short, be short and find somebody that loves you for you being short. If you're tall, be tall and find somebody that loves you for being tall. I don't think there's anything wrong with short men. I don't know why women don't like short men, but I don't think anything is wrong with
Andre,
them.
you have never had that struggle, so you don't know. Okay? Short
Mm.
men, I can tell you why I don't like to talk to short men. I can tell you why. I
please tell
don't
me
like
why
short
you
men
don't like
because
short.
they have, I'm going to tell you right now, because they have a Napoleon complex and ain't nobody got time for that. I am not your shrink. I am not your doctor. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to. They have to overcompensate for their height. And then they come with a whole barrage of baggage and all of that. It's not necessary.
Yeah, but if
Right?
you
So
have
I just,
never made them feel self-conscious because of their height, maybe
I don't,
it would
but
be
they
a
already
problem.
feel self conscious. No, they already feel self conscious because they know they're short. They know that.
Now,
They
Rochelle,
come, yes, yes.
I was growing up my whole life. I'm a guy. A woman would say, "Hey, is it in yet?" I grow up,
Oh,
all my whole life I'm having bad experiences with women.
dang,
And now
dang.
all of a sudden, this new thing that takes me from going to a tweeny weeny little guy
Yeah,
to a mandingo comes
yeah.
out for $1,000 or
No, they actually have a lot
$1,200.
of them on the market. They have a lot of them on the
Right.
market right now.
How do you
Hmm.
feel about me doing a surgery to get a
You
bigger
need to. You
dungeon?
need to. You
Okay,
need
for my
to.
confidence.
You need to. A matter of fact,
For my
before we come
confidence.
out, you need to pre-order it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wait a second.
Pre-order it. Be at the front of the line. Buy 3 to go.
Yeah.
Wait, Rochelle. So you saying the men that are saying size don't matter, they lying. Or they don't know what they're talking about.
I don't know what they're talking about. So there are two things. Okay, so there's two things. Size doesn't matter because if you have nothing working with, then there can be no motion in the ocean. So there has to be something there. You know what I'm saying? And then some people have size, but then they don't know what to do with it. So they need to go sit down too. So you have to have something to work with. And then when you have something, you have to make sure you can be working with it. So, that's how I feel. Maybe
I'm gonna
other
agree
people will
with
disagree
Dre.
with me,
I'm
but
gonna agree with
yeah,
Dre. Every moldy bread has its moldy cheese.
you're right.
So
You're
I
right.
would say no matter how small your key is, there's gonna be a lock tiny to fit it.
Boy, Ali
Okay.
dropping gems
Good for
tonight.
you. Good for Ali.
You
Good for you. And I hope that all men with teeny eeny weenies will have the confidence that you have shown tonight. So
No,
Hold
no,
up,
no.
hold
This
up,
was a
hold
I
this
never
up.
said
wasn't
you
me I
have
was
that. No, no,
talking
no, no,
about.
no, 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 no.
All right, now
No, no,
Rochelle,
no.
now
No,
Dre,
no.
let me
I'm
ask
not
you
This
this.
is
saying you
number
have
two,
it.
bro.
Hold on, hold
This
on,
is number
hold on.
I'm a
two,
Let me
guy.
bro.
clarify.
Dre.
Let me clarify. Let me
Okay.
clarify. I'm not saying you have teeny eeny weeny. I'm saying men who have eeny teeny weeny, I hope they have the confidence to say, well, every moldy bread has, whatever, a moldy mouth or whatever. I hope they have that confidence. I hope they do.
Yeah,
Right? But
buddy.
in my
Yo,
book,
Right.
Baba.
there's so many things on the market. You don't need to have that separation. You don't need to have
Right.
that struggle on today in 2021. There's too many things on the market today. So
Yo,
hopefully
Baba.
nobody has that struggle.
Yo.
That's strike two, bro. One more.
Huh?
One more woman
Are
telling you
you
you got
serious?
a little John, bro.
Me?
We got a problem, bro.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Now,
I'm
now,
gonna go
Dre,
order you one of them enhancers.
I am an 18-year-old boy in college, and I start to experience baldness.
Shave
And
your head, bro.
I
Michael
start,
Jordan made it cool.
I start
Mhm.
wearing, I start wearing caps, and girls love me when I have on my cap. But as soon as I take off my cap, they stop talking to me. My confidence is going down. I feel so sad when I look at myself. And a new revolutionary surgery comes out where we can implant hair follicles into my head. Should I go and do that, or should I live with my problems and learn my self-worth in a different way?
In this soft, effeminate man world, I'm gonna say you should go do it if that's what you want to do. But as a man, a manly man, I'm gonna say, yo, bro, shave your head, dog. That your hair ain't working.
Some people got the Forrest Whitaker head though. Everybody don't got the Michael Jordan head, you know. Some people have the manga head.
Shave your head, dog. Shave your head, dog.
Even with the manga head?
I don't know, but I don't care. Shave your head, dog.
I think.
What about you, Rochelle? What do you say?
It's about your confidence level again. Like, I feel like it don't matter the shape of your head. It just matters how you're able to pull it off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I believe, just like Dre, if that hair is struggling, if you're I don't want to call him because he's one of my favorite people in the world, so I won't call his name. But a certain NBA player where every season your hairline is looking different, right? One day it's in your forehead, the next day it's all the way in the back.
No, LeBron.
We're not calling names. We're not calling names. We're not doing that. We're not calling names. We're not calling names, right? Right? But I think if it's at that point, you need to just shave it and just rock it and just go with confidence, because bald head is actually in. It's actually a thing. And I think bald heads are very sexy. So, yeah.
I just put all y'all men listening on game. Stop struggling with your hairline. Shave your head. Get some baby oil. You winning. You just went up 2 notches. Straight from the mouth of Rochelle, the woman defender.
Oh, mercy. Oh, mercy.
So what are we saying? We're saying plastic and cosmetic surgery is cool.
Apparently, it seems that we have a double standard here.
There is a double standard. It depends on what part you do in the surgery.
Why?
For me.
Why? Why does it matter? It's an enhancement. Either way.
I get what you're saying, but that's just my personal choice. I believe if it's your face.
Because you may have a big butt and you're pretty, you figure anybody else trying to get a big butt and look pretty, you want to discount them, right? But any guy that's going to do the same thing, instead of getting a big butt, he's getting a big John, right? And that makes you feel good. You find that okay. That's a double standard. That's messed up, yo. That's messed up, bro.
And I said, yes, it is a double standard. I am 100% for double standards in this case.
While I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth.
Yes. As I said, if you're gonna put on a fake beard, that's not necessary. Just rock your regular face. If you have to put on a wig, a lace front wig, just rock the bald head, right? If you have to put on the false teeth, as Dre said, he will pay for your implants, right? But if you're gonna be doing other parts that you can die from it, putting on a little wig or makeup, you're not going to die from that. But injecting, you don't know what they're putting in your body, right? You don't know what you're actually taking in when these women go to all these different countries and do all of these different implants. You don't know what you're actually getting.
Okay,
right? You have people coming back. Mm-hmm.
So I got one for you. What about the procedure where they take your fat from all around your body and put it in your butt or put it in your breast? It's not fake, it's yours. What's your problem with that?
I have no problem with that. I want to do that.
Wait, I'm confused. Y'all confusing the people.
Yo,
first you have a problem with cosmetic surgery. First you have a
I don't want
problem
to
with
put it in my
cosmetic
bag.
surgery,
No,
and now
hold on.
you're
I don't
saying
want
you
to
want
put
to
it.
go do cosmetic surgery.
Hold on. Hold on. It's not cosmetic surgery. It's literally sucking out all the fat out of one area of my body. I'm not pushing it back anywhere. I don't want it anywhere back in my body. I just want him to suck out all the fat out of a certain part of my body that I don't like it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's called lipo.
I'm not.
So what if the skinny sexy woman is like they discounting all your broads who go get lipo? Like
Well, all these rappers.
that's not real. You did a surgery. You did a surgery.
I didn't change my face. I didn't change my face.
I'm saying you did that. You weren't naturally that way. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So we're
So you're
discounting.
saying.
We're
So you're saying what?
discounting
Once you touch your natural body, then those people need to be canceled. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying if we're saying that if you do cosmetic surgery, so you do your hips, your butt, your boobs, right?
Mm.
We're discounting you because you're doing those things. Then when you do any kind of surgery to enhance yourself, should be discounted, no?
I'm just asking.
Oh, me? I told you at the beginning. I said, look, every moldy bread has its moldy cheese. So if you wanna go do whatever, find a guy that don't mind. And you
Right.
asked me about myself. I said, if I can't tell, then it's real. Unfortunately,
Okay.
well, I guess if you extract the fat and put it back elsewhere, I guess that is also real. So there you go. If I can't tell, and if it functions like the normal body part, then damn, I got to take that back.
Now, Dre, let me ask you a question. You are a man and you date a girl and you get married to her, fall in love with her, and then find out just from her bloodline, her eyebrows aren't actually in her face anymore. Her bloodline, they shed their eyebrows, and she actually had her eyebrows tattooed on her face, and you thought they were real. Do you get upset?
Minuscule to me. Nah, that's minuscule. Dry teen. I'm a
See?
dry teen,
So
baby.
there are levels. There are levels. That's what you're saying.
No. But
levels.
that's no. That she has a health issue. Her eyebrows fall out, so she's not doing elective cosmetic surgery. She's doing a procedure because her body's lacking something.
Mm.
So it's like a woman who got burnt and she did cosmetic surgery to fix the burn areas of her face. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Well, that's how I'm looking at it.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have eyebrows. Do whatever you want to do with it. I don't care. I
All right,
don't
now,
judge you based
Rochelle.
on. Well, no, wait. I take that back. If you shave your eyebrows to draw them back in, something wrong with you. If you
take the
shave
whole
your
thing back
eyebrows
now?
to draw them back in, something wrong with
You have to draw them more perfect. What's the problem?
you. Like I said, if you shave your eyebrows to draw them back in, something wrong with you. I'm gonna just say that.
Now, Rochelle, you fall in love with a man, right? And he's in a terrible accident, and y'all are together. And he chooses to not get plastic surgery to fix his face back to the way he was. But you've fallen in love with this man. But now he is, for some reason, butt ugly. Do you stay with him or... And he tells you to leave him if you want to. Do you stay with him or do you leave him?
How much money you have?
Just about to say, that sounds such, bro. That sounds such, bro.
How much money you have, Ali?
Let's just say you never got with him for money. Let's say you never got with him for money.
No. But I'm going to stay now only for the money. Cause sir, we can't have one struggle.
Oh my God. Yo, fellas, do you hear that? Fellas, do you hear that?
Yo.
Oh my
Focus on yourself.
Do you want
Focus
the
on
truth?
yourself,
You know,
gentlemen.
do you Ali, that same question goes for you. You met this woman, you fall in love with her, she is so beautiful, right? Inside and out. And she meets in such a terrible accident, God forbid. And now her whole skin, like her whole face, is just distorted. Her hands, right? What would you stay with her?
If
She
I
would
fell
be
in love
wife
with the
number
person she
3.
was, yes. Yes. Right. That's what I'm saying. There's a loophole for me.
You gotta remember, Ali want 3 wives, so she would be wife number 3.
I want 2, but Dre's gonna drag it to 1. He gonna bring it to the third power. Of course.
Oh,
Yeah. What about
man.
you, Dre?
Oh, jeez.
Deeply in love with this person, but you love the way they look.
jeez.
You know what I mean? Not your wife in an alternate world. And married to another woman.
Oh,
Right?
man, that's
Don't want to
tough.
get Dre in
That's
trouble.
tough.
Who
That's
is
tough.
Dre at the core?
That's tough. That's tough. I think, yeah, we just having so much fun, and yeah, I brought it to me, and now I gotta take it serious. So if I'm married to a woman that I love, and this situation gets that, and you're saying she chooses not to, she can fix it, but she chooses not to.
Yes, and she's like, leave me if you want, but I'm not doing
I'm
this.
out. I'm out there.
Wow.
Because if you are able to go back to who you were and you choose not to, why? Why don't you want to go back to what you were? Right?
Okay. Yeah.
If it's possible, why wouldn't you want to go back to what you were? So
That's a good
listen,
question.
everyone fall in love first. Well, physical attraction for the most part is what grabs people's attention, right? And then all the other stuff falls into place. So if you're telling me that after I have fell in love with the physical aspect of you, and it got distorted, and we can fix the distortion. And obviously, plastic surgery never really goes back to 100% of what it was, right? So there still would be some disfiguration there. If you were 100 and we did the surgery and you're now at 80, I'll take that. But if you were 100 and now you're 20 and you could go up to 80 and you choose not to go up to 80, that's punishing me. Why?
Maybe what if she's the belief that God makes no mistakes? You know? Because if we could say that, then what is to stop me from saying, yo, with a smaller nose, I could look way sexier?
So
you know what I mean? What if I feel like I'm at 80% now and I'm like, you know, with a nose.
Now that you're disfigured, you're at 80%?
No, just period. Me and my life. You know, what is
and
to
you're
stop
disfigured
from saying that? Yeah, like for instance, me, I was born allergic to dust, which comes in the form of one of my nostrils always being closed 24/7 my whole life. I only breathe through one nostril. And I believe that there's a surgery to fix that. Okay, right. Did you know there was a surgery to fix that, actually?
No.
It's like
they
the
push
sinus
a balloon
is swollen in the top of your nose.
Yeah.
From always being allergic to dust.
Like one day is my left nose,
yes.
and then the other day is my
depending
right.
on which way you lean on, like which way you lay more.
Oh yeah,
so the surgery is pretty easy, pretty one too. It's literally I think they just put a balloon inside your nose, It's kind of
Uh-huh.
like a balloon, and they just kind of pop it, and that just kind of like opens it up. But it's very invasive. You don't even have to stay over a day or anything. Like you go
Not
home
interested.
right away. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fully
But I feel like
oxygenated.
you don't even trust doctors, period. So,
What are you talking about? I love doctors.
right,
What do you,
right,
I'm, listen, I
right,
go to my dentist regularly.
right.
I haven't gone to get a physical in a while. I'm getting one soon. Like I don't have a problem with doctors. What do you get? What makes you think I have a problem with doctors?
Right, right.
How do we feel about plastic surgery of the eyeballs, laser surgery?
You mean to change the
Are you
color?
talking like LASIK? Yeah, oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna ask. Is it to help you to see better or just to change your
Yes.
eye color like tiny? Yeah, no, that's too much. That's too much. For
Which
me,
Yeah.
one?
that's
To
too much.
change the color of the eyes?
No, no,
Yeah.
just to see, just to see
Nah, what's
better.
wrong with that? I
No,
don't
no,
see
no. If
anything
it's
wrong with
just
that.
to see, me either. If it's to see, no problem. If it's just to have a nice, beautiful eye color in your eyes, no. Go sit down with that. Go put on
Ali,
contacts.
Yeah.
Ali, you didn't answer the
Yo.
question. So you
Which
have
one?
a girlfriend that she's now disfigured, and she's
Oh, I
choosing
did.
not to.
I'm keeping her.
All right, she's number three. I got you.
Yeah, number
Oh,
2. Yeah.
number
All
two.
right. Look, this is my last question to you guys. I want to know the future of plastic surgery. How do you guys feel about designer babies, which is where you can make your
It's
baby
here
have
already.
blue eyes? Yeah, but how do you guys feel about it?
I feel
How
like
do you feel
uh,
about doing it?
I
Like, if
think
you could take out say you have sickle cell in your family, and you could, have a doctor go in and take sickle cell out of their DNA, or something as big as, changing their height or their eye color. How you feel about that with your kids? Playing
so
God.
you coupled a health issue with a vanity issue, right?
Well, both. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I I think surgery for health reasons is necessary, and surgery for cosmetic reasons is vanity. So if you're messing with a baby's gene to change the eye or to make them taller or these foolishness, then I don't agree with none of that. But if you have a health issue and there's a way to solve your health problem, then I am for that. Now, I am not for messing with babies in the womb. I think we can't cure the damn cold. How the hell am I gonna know when you go inside and mess with my baby in my wife's gut that you're not gonna mess up something else? the science on the science on that is too new. I don't know that there is enough study done on it to know how safe it is. Like I want them to mess with a couple of babies and let's wait 30 years to see how those babies turn out before you can mess with one of mine.
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel that if it is something where you can take out sickle cell, you can take out the diabetes trait, you can take out children who have Down syndrome, or you can prevent some disability within the child. I am for that, right? Literally. But if it's just because I want maybe to have blue eyes, I want maybe to have blonde hair, then I'm gonna be like, no, no. I don't think we should be playing God in that. But if we can help somebody to not get sick and we can have healthier, stronger babies in the future, why not? Why not do that?
Yeah. What if it's to add strength to your child or wisdom? What if there's a
I
way
don't
to
want,
edit?
if it's not, that's what I'm saying. If it's not something that is going to kill the child, no, if it's not something where it's, like, oh, my child could have this or that, that's where I would do it. Anything else, I would not. I don't want to add intelligence. I don't want to add strength. I don't want to add taller legs. I don't want to add anything like that. For me,
What
it's
about
just
you, Dre?
I don't know, man. Having an Einstein might not be a bad thing.
Mm,
but but yeah, I stand firm with my opinion. Like we don't know you going in there and messing with the fetus. What's that like? Yeah, you're telling me that you're taking this out, right? But you took something out. Like we don't know, like what's the yin and yang of that? Like you took something out.
mm,
You know
yes,
what else did you affect? And like I said,
right.
the studies haven't been, you know, extensively done to tell what's the repercussions of playing God, right? If there is any study being done. I
Yes.
remember 5 years ago is when I started hearing about this kind of stuff. I don't know if a whole lot of people are doing it, and if so, I don't know. I've never really looked into the to see what research is being done on the effects of these kind of gene editing procedures. But
Mm,
I'm not for playing God.
right. Imagine that. I think they said China. You guys read an article on that where China is creating super soldiers. So imagine making a baby that has a higher pain threshold. You understand? Will respond less to pain. It's insane what we as humans can do and what we're trying to do. We're trying to make robots think for themselves and think that's a feat to hurdle. We live in a crazy time, but it was the best of times and it was the worst of times.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like we're like humans are in a race to develop AI to edit our genes. So I'm having a hard time seeing the big picture. So we develop
Mm,
AI to replace ourselves, right? And what are we gonna do then? Because there's gonna come a time when a man is gonna marry a robot, right? Because did y'all see the thing I posted in the chat with the sex
oh yes,
dolls?
yes.
Them sex
yeah.
dolls is life size. There's gonna come a time when those sex dolls can talk and they can have interactive conversation like Siri and what's the other one? Google, right? There's gonna come a time when men are gonna marry those things, right? And
Yeah.
women are also gonna marry them. When that happens, what happens to humans? When a robot is doing our job, when a robot is the spouses, what are real humans gonna be doing? You're not gonna have any work, right? Because the robots are doing your jobs. You're not gonna have a husband or a wife because they're married to robots. The robots don't back talk. The robots is always cleaning the house with a smile. Whenever you want sex, the robot is ready.
Robot cook for you.
Like what are real humans like? We're racing, literally racing to our doom.
Yes.
And I can't see, like I can see what's happening, but for some reason I can't see behind it, right? I can see what's happening here. I can see where we're going. I can see down the road. But what happens after it? I'm having a hard time putting it together because it makes no sense.
Yeah.
That's exactly where we're going. That's exactly where we're heading at this time. Because the AIs that they're making are looking more realistic than ever before. And they're going to take over. They already have sex dolls for men and women. So you're saying they're going to make them, but they're already here, right? It's already here. And yeah, a man has legally married his sex doll. Like this is not a joke.
No,
he literally married the doll.
What I'm saying is the doll isn't talking and having a conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, like the doll isn't.
He don't mind. He don't mind that.
Well, when they all right, so there's gonna come a time when you're having these dolls, right, or these robots, and they're cleaning the house, they're cooking, they're having conversations with you when you get home, they're tending to you hands and feet, right? They're not costing you any money because you just buy them. There's a movie that came out about these things, and the robots rebelled.
Always.
Right. So can you imagine today you have a robot and your robot is white face, blonde hair. Tomorrow you have a black, you take off the face and put on another face and hair. Like it's coming. And I'm like, yo, what are real humans going to do?
Word. Yo, this has been another beautiful conversation on Gwan.
Sorry,
it was really awesome.
We went off the rail. We kind of went crazy for a second.
Thank you, Rochelle.
Thank you, Rochelle. Thanks.
Thank you, Dre. Thank you, Ali.
Yeah.
I think what the people can take away from everything is, if your alterations is to make sex better,
yes.
with Rochelle, it's okay.
Yes, 100%. I support you. I will follow you there. Call me. I'll follow you.
And with that said, have a good night, guys. Later.
Yes.
If you have any topics that you guys want us to talk about, you can email Wagwan, WAHGWAN podcast @gmail.com. And you can also follow us on Instagram at Wagwan Podcast.
Boom blast!
All right. Good night.
Bye, gentlemen. Bye.